Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes Tribe members. I'm Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do just a collective message and kind of a little share. I don't know how long this one's going to be because I have other readings I want to do today, and this one's just kind of like, I don't know. Ha ha! That's what it feels like. I don't know. I love it when confirmation and little things come together, even in small ways. And I know I share a lot of that stuff with you. I do it for myself and for you, and just so that you can help so it can help you understand, which direction you need to go in, where spirit's leading you, basically. Because a lot of little cryptic messages or clues don't always make that much sense when you first hear it, which I've been mentioning a lot of things lately, like ham and, little things like that. It seems like if I'm talking about a situation and then all of a sudden weird words pop up, like random words, it's like, well, what's that about, and some of you might be questioning it, and then it does pertain to you because you'll find out maybe that's what you're having for dinner, or it's a significant meal for you or something, or someone's just being a ham, who knows, or there's a pig around. But either way, a lot of different confirmations were coming in this morning, and I wasn't thinking about it or looking for information or anything. I was re-listening to one of my videos, which will be uploaded before this. It's already uploaded. It'll be posted before this. Just because I didn't know what to title it, and I couldn't remember what I said in it. A lot of times I forget what I say. And the one I decided to watch was the one I did right before I went to the dentist. My hair was down. I was wearing the same sweatshirt and stuff, and I had makeup on because I did 3 readings yesterday, which was April 17th, 2023, and today's the 18th. But I'm waiting on some new cards to come in the mail, and they should be here today, so I can't wait to use those, just gonna say, but that's not why I'm on here. So anyways, it was in that one, I started watching it, and I was doing the mannerisms again, like the things that I was saying, because it was just kind of in the background. I was listening, but not 100%, and as I was saying things in the video, I was doing them, and I'm like, okay, this one's important for me, at least part of it. Well, there's a lot of things that I've said that I've mentioned, and like weird things, like, oh, your hair tie saved you, and I've mentioned weird objects and stuff like that over time, and it pointed to the table, like there's a significance with the table, with this table, with a different table, the circle table, whatever, because my friend Joe, who passed away, I've been working on that table, like redesigning it and stuff. But has nothing to do with that. It's just little things that I mentioned. We're here, which, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I told Spirit to center my ass because when I get excited, I just go, whoa. So I was just sitting here, looking for certain documents that I needed, and I knew I had them in here, and it has nothing to do with anyone else. It's just paperwork, basically. And so I'm looking, I opened up the table. There's the significance with a mirror. There's a mirror on the other side of this, and I keep some crap in there. Well, I don't open this very much because it's almost like, well, we'll just set it and forget it kind of thing. Well, I have a couple channeled messages and stuff that I did. November 26, 21 is this one, and this one's standing out the most. I've reiterated a lot on some of the other pages too, but I literally wrote down, they're here. We're here. Spirit, they're here. Spirit's here, or someone's showing up somewhere. And right as I'm reading that, getting ready to record, I coughed. And right under that, it says, cough, my chest hurts, and then something to do with a truck. So someone could have, breathing issues, chest pains, shit like that. An ATM, Apple Tango Mango. But anyways, regardless of that, a lot of the things I've said and mentioned, I wrote down, even off camera, I've said certain things like dreams do come true, but they can turn bad. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Passion, anger, fine line. It's like you get what you want, but it's not. Someone thinks they're going to get what they want, but it's not what it seems. is what it feels like. Because I wrote that down, and I was saying that. I think I said that in a reading. But a while ago I said there's a significance with a box and a few other things, which I'll get to that. And there's boxes everywhere. You know, people put things in boxes all the time. Well, in my table, there's a little baby box. And I just recently was talking about pennies because my son had showed me that video on vintage pennies and like what, you know, some are worth a lot of money basically. I'm not saying I have any of those, but I haven't really looked. I don't think I do. But anyways, I do have one with an imperfection on it. Still don't know what it fucking means. I tried to look it up. But I forgot about this box. It's just been sitting in here. And this was a lot of the change that I found through spiritual drives when I was out and about. There's a quarter. There's dimes. There's pennies. Mainly pennies and stuff. Some of them are older than others or shitty because they've been ran over and sitting outside forever. So it's like some were left there for me and some were just, you know, I just came across them. But these are the ones I literally found and I've saved them. There's more that I found that I didn't put in this box and I don't know why, like what the difference is. Why do I want to save these ones and not those ones? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it was, but there's some significance with that. I keep talking about Abraham Lincoln. Pennies, he's on a penny. And the other weird thing is my Lincoln channeling that I did, which is posted on here. I can't remember when it was, but it's when I channeled Abraham Lincoln about his death and about his wife and her death. Yeah, because it was on July 16th. It was either on the 16th or the 17th when I posted the video or shared the video, because I was feeling how Mary Todd died on July 16th. Like, I was getting headaches. I felt like I was going to pass out. Like, I was feeling what she went through, and I had no clue that's how she passed. I didn't even know she had those health issues because I didn't know crap about her. And I would stand in my window and peek out my curtains like I was watching someone or something outside, and there was nothing outside. I just would stare outside out the window, but I didn't want to be seen. And that's what she would do because the kids would make fun of her. She was the crazy lady because she was crazy with grief. But she had a stroke. Yeah, she had a stroke. And she dealt with migraines. But anyways, she literally passed away, I think, at her sister's house, July 16th, 1882. But I think it was last July in 2022 when I felt all of that and channeled her. But I kept talking about Abraham Lincoln and his significance. Well, there's that channeling. I did the video. He's on the penny. And I find all this stuff today, and I'm going through cards and stuff where people had gifted me things, and I'm reading little things. I'm like, oh, like, people are so sweet. You guys have been amazing. And there's quite a few of you who, you know, I still have like little notes and cards and trinkets that you've sent me over time, and you guys still watch, and I feel so blessed. Like, I'm gonna cry. I love you guys so much. Oh my goodness. But anyways, yeah, the support means so much to me, and I don't know why I'm getting so damn teary-eyed. Somebody else might be. Like, I don't want to cry for some reason. So someone might not want to cry, or they're driving and crying. Somebody could be crying while they're driving. There's some significance with that. I know it happened to me on one of my drives, but it could be that because now it's clearing up. You got me through really difficult times. There we go. That's what it is. Because you did. I feel like I mentioned this in a reading too. Your work saved you. And I really do believe that my work personally could be a different message for some of you. Saved me every day because, you know, possibly because of messages that were coming out and making people leave me alone kind of thing, or back off or whatever. But it was the support, because I literally just said this the other day to my kid's father, because I don't remember what the conversation was. It was personal, private, whatever, so I'm not going to go into it. But we were discussing the past, basically, the recent past, and some of the shit decisions he made, and I was talking about how it all made me feel, you know? And I was like, you know, when I was spiritual gifts and honing your abilities, speaking to those who have crossed over is a learning curve. It can be very confusing, it can be very draining. Especially when I feel people, like literally, I can walk. It's almost like I walk in your shoes, and if someone has some issues going on and they're coming through, I will act like that. And I didn't. It's like at the time when it first really started, I was wide open. Like I had no barriers whatsoever because I didn't. It wasn't that I wasn't protecting myself and using sage and doing all that. It's just there's a difference between protecting energies, negative energies, and whatever, and being strong enough within yourself. You know what I mean? To recognize the difference between what you're, you know, what you feel yourself and what is being channeled through you or pushed on you or whatever. And I was literally being bombarded by different energies, and it was just so chaotic that it was really difficult. I didn't understand a lot of it. I'm just saying, some of it was people's intentions too. It wasn't just spirit, but it was all coming at me at once, and it was overwhelming as hell. Like it's almost like getting what you wish for. It's like, oh, you want to help people, you want to be able to do this, these are the gifts that you have, you wanted this. You know, it's not an easy road. It's not an easy life to live. It's a blessing and a curse all at the same time, just because of the learning curve and stuff like that. And sometimes it's completely random. But my spirit team and I work more closely together now, where I can be like, not today. You know, like, no, I can't do it today. Or they'll tell me like, no, we're keeping everyone away, you need to rest, you know. So we work together like that. And it's, the energies are a lot calmer now. But during that time when I was like trying to figure everything out, and I was just like, oh my God, what the hell? I was all alone. I had no one. I had no friends to talk to. Couldn't talk to my family about any of this. This one's gonna make me emotional, like me personally, because it was hard. It was fucking hard. Okay, I don't want to cry because I want to talk. That was a very difficult time in my life, and what got me through day to day was you, was all of you, your comments, just your support. And there could be some people, there are some people, whether it's happening now or will happen in the future, who are going to regret not being there for me. Because when they need me, you know, what goes around comes around, kind of thing. So hopefully certain someones have made the right choice. You know, there's always time to right or wrong, but I was in a very low place because it was hard. It was really hard. But I did it all on my own, and it made me stronger. It would have been nice to have just a listening ear, and to know that someone didn't think I was crazy, you know? Besides, you know, someone face to face, not just online, but your emails, your support, and your love. That's what gave me strength. It's like, I'm not just doing this for me, I'm doing it for all of you. That's what made me go, okay, get out of this negative headspace. You know what I mean? Like, don't get down on yourself. You can do this. You can do this. Like, I would have to pump myself up every day. And there were some days where I had no energy left and I didn't want to pump up anything. It was just like, I don't think I can do this. Like, why is this happening? And it all happens for a reason. It really does. Because I was scared to say a lot. I was scared to talk about people's loved ones and mention things because I didn't want to be wrong. I didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. And through that learning curve, I know there's a few people where I did hurt their feelings, but they hurt mine too. You know, and it wasn't, I don't know why Spirit had it come out that way, but it did invoke some healing in different people. Like, you know, I'm not saying that they're 100%, but there are some people that I know personally and online that I've never met in person, where what I went through and all those messages, no matter how chaotic it was, all the way up till now, it's helped them see. It's helped them see, their own gifts, their own purpose. It's helped them get through difficult times, because sometimes when you see somebody else going through something, it's like, okay, my life isn't that hard. So if you can do it, I can do it, that type of thing. If you can get through this, so can I, or vice versa, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to say that. Well, actually, I didn't really want to say it. It just kind of happened with the conversation. But anyways, I was starting to lose my voice right before I started saying all that, and that happened to me during that time. So there is someone who has a raspy voice. They have a hard time talking because of their breathing. And I do know that my friend Joe, who passed away, his mother has that issue, like really bad. She sounds very raspy and low, and it's hard for her to. She gets winded easily. But anyways, regardless of that, so why I wanted to come, and she coughs a lot too, and I kind of feel like I'm in that. I don't know why. Some lung issues, chest issues. There's a problem there, and she might be seeing her son a lot sooner than she thinks. I'm just going to leave it at that because I'm not going into detail on that. I just heard, I'm here, Mom. So he's definitely here for her. Definitely. But she feels him too. It's like you're not crazy when you feel your son. If it's like if you hear his voice or you just know he's around, he is. It's not in your head. It's not like a bunch of hocus pocus. He's there. Because sometimes people who aren't mediums, when they're dealing with a health issue or the veil is thinner for them, we'll leave it at that. They can pick up on spirit as well. Paul's around too. Because the name Paul popped up. Something to do with a corner. I don't know. Paul's in the corner? I don't know. Something to do with a corner. But anyways, I don't know if that's where his ashes are or something. I'm getting distracted by my phone. I'm looking at messages now. But those aren't really messages. They're stupid junk email. But anyways, so in this last reading, the last readings that I did and stuff, over the course of a week or so, and longer, just like it's coming back up. I was talking about fishing line, reeling in a shark. Oh, we caught us a big one. I didn't say this in a reading, but I've been saying it on repeat all day yesterday. I kept talking about Harry Potter, which I did talk about that before with all this crazy energy, and I didn't know what it was all about. The lightning, Harry Potter, he was magical and all that. So someone could have a birthmark or a mark on their forehead or something, or just a mark somewhere. But regardless of that, that was coming up, and I was like, Quidditch, like, oh, that's Harry Potter. Why am I thinking of Harry Potter again? And the fishing line, and the bell. I'm going to ring your bell. Pennies, change, tax. There's a significance with tax. I said I'm going to, basically in the last one, I'm going to serve your, not me, but spirit is going to serve your bullshit to you on a silver platter. Well, I keep thinking about dusting this house because I did a deep clean months ago, but I live on a main road, so the road dust is up. I'm telling you, it's just, dust in this place sucks. It gets so bad. But I'm like, I really should do that. So I'm walking around the corner and I'm looking at this hutch, which actually used to be Joe's mom's. I bought it from her. And I have a bunch of knickknacks, all kinds of crap on it. And I was just looking at it and I'm like, a silver platter. So I go over and I'm looking at the silver platter that I have, and it had a little container, like another little dish, basically. I don't know, it's like glass or something. And it had tacks in it. It had pennies, had nickels in it too. But there was also a piece of broken fishing line hanging there, and I'm like, that's what caught my attention. I'm like, oh, pennies, fishing line. Fishing line. The shell's on the shelf, she'll know. Sitting on that silver plate is another little jar, another little container that has, or it's a dish, that was my Mimi. She used to put candy and crap in it, that has seashells sitting in it, just sitting there. The shell's on the shelf. Well, there's shells on the shelf, so I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm looking. Well, I have bells up in the corner, too. They're copper bells, and they're tarnished in green now. So there's the bells I've been talking about, the silver platter, the fishing line, the pennies, the tacks. There's also a Harry Potter movie sitting on the shelf that wasn't there before. When my son went up to his grandmother's just recently, before Easter, I cleaned his room. I had to do all his laundry and all that crap because I'm like, I am deep cleaning this freaking pigsty, basically. So I cleaned all his entire room so it smells nice and fresh and clean in there. But anyways, I found that movie on a shelf and I was like, oh, let's put it back down with the movies. And it's been sitting there and I totally forgot about it because I found a couple other movies too. And the only one that's sitting there today when I looked is Harry Potter, which actually I should see which one it is. Because I was watching the Deathly Hallows in the hospital when I was in the hospital with all this fucking stupid crap that happened to me. Because some of it was spirit, some of it wasn't. Some of it wasn't. But anyways, oh, and a butterfly, as I just stared at the one up here, that reminded me, but, and a tea set, a teapot. I have quite a few tea sets, just saying. But anyways, here's your tea. It's a fucking tea set sitting there. An antique tea set. Because the first one I looked at was the one that used to be my Mimi's, and I'm like, that's not the tea set. It's a different one. And all of it's sitting right there. Well, the butterfly was one I painted on a slate years ago, back with my dad's girlfriend. She taught me how to paint. I don't know, she was showing me how to do it the way that she does it. And I did it a little differently, but I was just sitting there painting on a piece of slate. And I still have that butterfly. I don't hang it up, but I have it. I've always set it somewhere. I don't know. But it's sitting right there behind the tea. It's hiding behind the tea. Along with snowmen. I drew that in my book. Telling you. Where is it? All the way back to the beginning. I don't know why I want to say that. But there's fucking snowman. And I don't know what the correlation is or whatever, like why it comes up like that, but I do, like, she paints snowmen, like she paints them on slates and all kinds of stuff. That's just part of her business. And she does a good job with that stuff, but I don't feel like it has anything to do with her because it makes me think of her because that's what she does on the regular. What it's making me think of is Christmas. Christmas. Oh my God, Boston Red Sox hat. Holy shit, I totally fucking forgot about this. One Christmas, which I don't know if it got broken or lost or whatever, I painted a Christmas a bulb for Joe and his wife and their son, and it had 3 snowmen. It had Joe, her, and their son. And I put a B, the letter B. Joe's the B, because I also have the Bruins sweatshirt too of his. But anyways, I'm not wearing any of his stuff right now. This is just all coming together. I painted 3 snowmen, and I put a Boston Red Sox hat on him. A flat-brimmed hat. That one came out really good, actually. I was kind of sad when I found out it was lost or broken, but that's the significance with the snowmen. I just got the idea from my dad's girlfriend because she paints them for people, and she'll paint their whole family and the stuff they like and whatever on these slates and stuff. And I did that as a Christmas gift. Oh, I wrote Christmas bow. Well, Joe passed away right before Christmas, I just want to say. In the corner. He's in the corner right now. His picture. His eulogy picture. But yeah. There's something significant to do with a light post. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I was thinking of something completely different when I drew this. Which was back in February. February-ish. Because the next one was in February. February 2nd. So end of January, early February, whatever. Do you believe the paper now is what I want to say. But anyways, so maybe I'm talking to someone tied to my family. But Dunkin' Donuts, there was a lamp post, and I would see it out my window. There was a lamp post that got knocked over. Because one time I'm like staring out there and the lights stay on at night, even when they're closed and all that crap. But one night, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, all the lights went off. every single one of them. I was thinking about something and I mentioned it in a reading. I don't remember what it was about, but I was like, oh, they all shut off. Like every single light's out. Like, holy crap, that's weird. Like even the road sign side, everything was out. And then I don't know if that was the night that this happened or whatnot, but then I noticed that there's one lamppost I would stare at, and I'm like, why am I staring at this stupid light? Like it's, it's there's nothing there. Like it's not. There's no significance to this lamppost to me whatsoever. Like I couldn't figure it out, and I would stare at it for months. Anytime I looked out the window, I was drawn right to that post. That post got hit. Someone hit that post, or the wind took it down. It fucking fell. The concrete thing that I drew here went with it, and it was down for quite a while. I think it's fixed now, but I would stare at that lamppost, and that's how I knew that. That's when I noticed when it fell, because I'm like, oh, it's not there. What the hell happened? That's what it. I don't know. It's just weird. But the shelf thing today, I was just like, holy shiitake mushrooms and chili dogs, which do sound amazing. Just saying, I would like a chili dog. Not really, because I ate hot dogs last night. It killed my stomach. That was a bad idea. Just saying. Anyways, I don't know. Something to do with the horn. Beep, beep. Someone beeps their horn as they drive by. I don't know why I did that. Waving smoke away. Toot toot. Hi. I don't know. Whatever. Someone's waving. Hi. Maybe that's why they're tooting their horn. Something to do with handmade signs as well. And chills. Getting the chills. A hill. Something to do with a hill. Someone's cover is dangerous. Covering some bullshit up is dangerous. I don't know. That's just what showed up here. So that's what we're going with. Something to do with pot gummies as well. Your future is bright. Doctor. Someone might need to change their doctor, especially if they do have health issues and stuff. I wrote some of this crap down like back in 2018. One of the messages I wrote in 2018. And it was about, I'm just going to be out with it because it's what I wrote. It was about my sister overdosing. And I was scared. I actually told her about it. I was like, please be careful. Please be careful. Like, don't, be careful with your medications and this and that, because some stuff that was prescribed to her, you can get forgetful when you take it and take too much. And that had happened to her, but she didn't overdose and stuff at the time. But I was like, I don't know, because things were happening and I was noticing it, and I'm like, all right, I don't want this to be true. So so I told her. And she's like, I'll be okay, whatever. Well, years later, just last year, I was told that, that happened. But I don't know. I don't think it was with her own prescription. But regardless of what happened, the details, I don't know. So I'm not going to talk about it. But that did happen. And I wrote it in 2018. And I was like, when I was rereading it today, because I found it at my table, I'm like, oh crap, there's some other shit I wrote that I don't want to happen either, but I'm not going there right now. Anyways, Dr. D.R., that Daniel R. person, which is Joe's son's godfather, he was involved in a hit and run accident. There's some significance with that. I don't know why, but I want to bring it up again. So there's some issue with someone's throat too. I did say the voice thing, so that could be going on for someone. Spirit led me to you. Pen, photos, thumb drive. Spirit led me to you. Something to do with driving. But also, Daniel R. There's two Daniel R's. One of them is, I don't know if this one is tied to my friend Joe passed away, like I said. And that's starred. It's very significant. But there's also some of those, I can't remember if his middle initial is E because that keeps popping up. So, like Daniel E. R. Ross. Daniel E. Ross. Um, which I do know someone with that name, and I don't know if his father's middle name's the same. It might be. But I think there's three of them with the same name, but old man Dan passed away. I don't know if he had a heart issue because I kind of feel like maybe he could have, like cardiac. I don't know. But he's around too. He's paying attention. There's something significant with that. I think he has some messages for his kids or something. Um, yeah, definitely for one of his daughters. But he wants to talk to everyone, and he's with mom. They're together. There's something that was written down pertaining to this Daniel R, and I don't think that's with the one I just mentioned. This is the Godfather one. There's something written down that's important pertaining to that person. Background checks. It could have something to do with that because I mentioned it in a reading. Yeah. Someone's vices are hurting many people. They did hurt many people. Why is all this happening? Look in a book for past messages. I did that today. Which, I mean, I don't have these vices and stuff, but black smoke showing tones. One of my last readings, the tones were going off. There was a call, but there's been fire calls left and right lately. Forest fires, wood fires, shit like that because it was so dry. We just finally got some rain. And I did say it'd be like call after call after call at one point, and I think that's what it was pertaining to because it was pertaining to fires. So it's almost like the things that I was mentioning before are coming back up in small increments because they're going on, they're happening now, and it's clearer. So it's like, okay, well, I mentioned that there'd be call after call after call when it comes to like fire calls and whether they're structure fires, woods fires, whatever. It's just, getting fire tones going off. And I didn't know what it was pertaining to because there was some theft energy in there too, and I was like connecting it all together. Like I was putting all the information that I was getting together when it should have been separated, if that makes sense. And right now, I'm saying there's been a lot of fires going on, at least in my area, and I know across the country it happens at different times throughout the year, but someone's going to be dealing with the law. They really are. Look. Don't forget to look. Trust yourself. Go look. I said that in one of my last readings too. Please look. I hope you go look. Please look. Look. Trust yourself. Go look. Please look. What is that about? Go look. Somebody wants somebody to look at something. I mean, I looked at the shelf and all that crap today, but trust yourself. Look. Something to do with a crystal, but the crystal's pointing at Mary Todd, Abraham Lincoln's wife. Gone mad. Someone might think someone's nuts because they're grieving or that they're a problem, but they're just dealing with a lot. But look. Please look. Please go look. Please look at this. I don't know. Someone wants somebody to look. And I really want to know what it is, but it'll come out when it needs to. Something was placed somewhere. Go look. Somebody wanted somebody to look at something, or they do want them to look at something now, but that was happening with my spiritual drives. But regardless, something was placed somewhere to trigger someone, or they were putting things out to trigger an emotion, a reaction, something. It's like I set this out to trigger you. I put this here so that you would see it. Someone put something somewhere so that someone would see it. They did it on purpose. What happened today was not on purpose. It wasn't on purpose. But anyways. I don't know, somebody crossed the line. Something to do with the line. The line. You crossed the line. I keep staring at the word dentist, too. You crossed the line? The dentist? The dentist didn't cross the line, but... I don't feel like anyone's mad at me. I feel like... I don't know what the hell that's about, because I literally went to the dentist yesterday. But a lot of people go to the dentist. Concerned. Concerned with flashing lights. A flashing light. There's SOS messages, Morse code. Concerned. I did say winner, winner, chicken dinner in my last reading too, just saying. But anyways. Something to do with a black hoodie. I know I'm wearing one. But it's not this. Something to do with a man wearing a black hoodie, but a black hoodie. Yes, a man was wearing a black hoodie. Paper and a letter. The black hoodie could have writing on it even, but it's just the color black. And there's something to do with paper and a letter. Writing a letter or writing something down. When it comes to that, time. Waiting. It's time. Stop. What are you waiting for? I think I just saw an orb. But anyways, it's time. What are you waiting for? So, whatever that is. But I was just so like, holy crap, all this stuff is just like literally... There was also a hair tie scrunchie sitting on the tea set too. Like I said, hair tie. I don't know, something to do with a jack-o'-lantern or a pumpkin too. Could have to do with Halloween, but that's protection. Spirit's definitely protecting someone. Multiple people. It might seem scary, but it's for your own damn good. Something might seem scary, but it's for your own good. That's weird. In the card, that's what she's doing. She's touching like her shoulder area. And that's where Spirit is. That's her protector. Spirit's protecting you, protecting her, protecting me. Protecting a lot of people. Yeah. I just heard you can't hide from us. So, well, you definitely can't hide from Spirit. That's for damn sure. So, anything else we need to know for this reading? Something to do with wish fulfillment. Someone's wish is coming in. I know I kept saying that, but it is. It's like, I did say, like, you wished for this. There's, like, maybe somebody wished for spirit communication. They wished for the abilities, like I said, but somebody wished for certain information. They wished to talk to someone, to whatever. And then they blocked out their wish. It's like, this is what you wanted. You wanted to talk to so-and-so. You wanted information. You wanted guidance. And then you turn it away when you get it. Someone did that. King of Wands could have done that. Aries, Leo, Sag. But I feel like this person is, like, getting ready to get up out of the fucking chair and say something. Like, all right. I guess I gotta take action, apparently. Someone does. Yeah, someone's gonna take action. I can't just sit around and watch this shit unfold. I either want to stop a problem. Like, that's what this king is thinking, feeling. This masculine energy. It's like, all right, I see this. I believe it, whatever. Like, there's enough clarity here now. I see things clear enough now where I'm going to get up and I'm going to take some sort of action so that, you know, because what if? I don't want something bad to happen, so I'm going to do what I can. That's what that feels like, because they were holding back. Because someone was just sitting on their, sitting on their arse. I don't know, someone in this situation is learning how to control their energy better, which I know I am, and I was just discussing that in the beginning, but it's like, all right, things are clear. It's like you're harnessing energy. Someone's just a ball of energy too, but it's like instead of having to be all scattered and all over the place, it's more like, so keeping yourself centered brings in more clarity, no matter who you are. But that's what's going on for me. Like, as I centered myself through the energies, it calmed the fuck down is what it did. It calmed down. It didn't go away. It just wasn't like zoom, 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 constantly. I still get bombarded from time to time, but nothing like that. Nothing like that. I don't know. Time brings clarity. That's what it feels like. Yeah, through somebody's work. Somebody's paying attention to somebody's work, or there's something that they want to work on. They're working on something. They didn't know what to do before because they didn't understand. There was a lack of understanding, but it's like, all right, I have an understanding now. And they want to end their reservations. They're holding back. It's like, all right, I don't want to hold back anymore. Someone might want to let go of an ending as well, or they know that you've let go of them or let go of an ending. Could be a Scorpio involved. Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. Someone's heavily thinking about money. So there's a level of greed here. Someone could have thought that someone was greedy. No, there's a level of greed with a death. Because that doesn't have anything to do with spirit communication. This has to do with greed and death. So it's either someone's fighting over an inheritance, like mine, 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 all mine, or I can't wait till so-and-so dies so I can have their shit kind of thing. Well, whoever's feeling that way, I don't feel like they're getting that person's stuff. Like, I feel like they might not even be in the will. You know what I mean? It's almost like thinking you're gonna like you're banking on when so-and-so dies and you're not even listed in the will at all. And it's like, well, that sucks. I don't know, someone might be butthurt about that, but yeah, someone's greedy. I feel like I'm just biding my time. There's someone here. I don't know who the hell it is. I don't know how old this person is, because I don't feel like whoever this greedy energy is that I'm currently picking up on. There could be theft. They could be a known liar and just, you know, a con artist of sorts. Regardless, there's someone here. Okay, I'm getting a couple messages, like one thing at a time. There's someone here who's like holding on to someone. This person could even be elderly. I don't know. Regardless of how old this person is, it's almost like I'm biding my time. Like, I'm only helping you. I'm only around you. I'm only whatever this is. Because I'm waiting for you to croak. There's travel involved with that death too. So when this person dies, or something surrounding this death, or impending death, I guess you could say, if you're waiting for someone to die. That's why I say this person might be elderly. They either have an illness or they're elderly or both. But there's travel with this, and it's like, I'm only here because I want your money. So there's someone who's like pretending to be helpful and kind and like, oh, we're doing this out of the kindness of our hearts, but no, they want money. And this person, whoever's doing that, is going to come out on the losing end, because I don't feel like they're going to get money. I don't feel like they're going to get what they're hoping for. It's either going to be a lot less or nothing at all with that situation, because that's just one situation. And then the other one is there's someone who hasn't let go of the death of someone, and this person has passed away. They passed away years ago. I don't know who it is, to you, them, whoever, but this person, they haven't let go of the death, and it's not in a, oh, I love you so much I can't release you kind of way. And I'm not saying this person never loved whoever this is. I'm just saying they, I don't know, something to do with family. But anyways, they're not letting go of the death of someone for money. Like, so somebody could be receiving money because somebody passed away. Somebody's receiving death money is what I want to say, and it's not an inheritance. It's either some type of stipend or check. So I don't know if it's social security checks, something like that. There's a couple people that are doing that. It's like they're holding on to that death of someone because they're getting money. It's like, oh, I have money. I have all of the money that you would have had in life. I have now that you're dead because it's mine now. You know, I don't know. It's greed there. Someone has not let go of the death of someone because there's some type of money with that. And there could be travel involved with this too. Like, I don't know. It feels like a couple of these situations involves distance. But I feel like in one situation, someone might have to travel due to a death. And in another situation, there could be distance between family members. You know, like, you know, someone's brother, sister, aunt, whatever, uncle, cousin, father, whatever, lives at a distance. At a distance. And that could be where that's coming in. Yeah, because someone's being sneaky. They're hiding something. Yeah, there's betrayal, and it's financial betrayal, and it has something to do with the death of someone. But this person's already passed. At least 4 years ago, 3 to 4 years ago, maybe even 5. And for some, this person, because there's different situations. There's one situation where someone died a while ago, and then there's one where someone hasn't died yet, and they're banking on them. Like, are you going to croak yet so I can have your money? Well, I wouldn't wish that, just saying, because you're not going to get what you want. And then there's somebody else who died more recently, like in recent years. Just to keep it on the safe side, I'll say within the last 8 years. But I feel like it was sooner than that, I guess. And they're still holding on to that person in some sort of way because of money. Like they're getting a check. They're getting a monthly check or whatever the hell. However the fuck that works. I don't know why that's coming up. I don't know why it's significant. I feel like with the most recent death, I guess, I don't know, there's greed. There's just a bunch of greeds in this. People are greedy, and the law might get involved, or someone might need to lawyer up, or they're going to, because I feel like there could be a fight over money because someone's dying or dead. Like, what is wrong with people? You know what I mean? Because this doesn't feel like the TJ situation. It just doesn't. This is other crap. That's not with him. Even though there was a greedy situation in there, like people were just kind of like, oh, like, can I have this? Can I have that? And she hadn't even legally passed away yet. And I was just like, what is wrong with people? You know, like, can't you even mourn the loss of someone before you want to get in their fucking pocketbook? Like, oh, just, it ticks me off. But that's these types of people. And it feels like it's 3 different groups, 3 different situations. 4 if you include what I just said about my son's friend. But that's not with him. He has nothing to do with any of this. It's just the point. It's like, because I'm going to put a clause in my will that says if any motherfucker fights over my shit, they automatically are kicked off the will. I don't even care. It's like no warnings. You're just going to be booted out and you're getting nothing. Like, I don't have anything right now, but I will. And I'm just saying, even just my possessions, you want to sit there and cause problems, it ain't worth it. It's like, you only care about the crap I have? Fuck you then. Like, that's what it feels like. Then you get nothing. If that's all you want, then you ain't getting shit. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you should care about the person. And for some reason, I want to say, I love you just the way you are. And I love a lot of different people. You know, I love people just the way they are, my friends, family, whatever. And I would be more devastated over the loss, and I don't give a flying fuck about their money and what they have. Like, for example, when it comes to, like, my family members and stuff, the only things I would want from, and I'm not even naming specific things, is family heirlooms. no matter who the family member is, because it means something to me. You know what I mean? It's not, I don't care about its value or anything like that. It's important because it's part of my lineage. You know what I mean? Like, there are certain things that remind you of certain people, and those are what's important, at least to me. But a lot of people just see dollar signs, and it's like, I want as much as I can get. And it's like, get over yourself. There's a Gemini involved in the situation too. Potentially a Cancer and a Pisces. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Something to do with children too. This mother figure might be turning her back on a Gemini. Turning her back on some type of lie. It's like, all right, I don't want to deal with this crap. I'm focused on what my kid has to say or the past. I'm looking over something to do with the past. This motherly person or whoever this is. This person is like kind of, they're non-emotional, so they're just kind of going over things, and they're going over the past, and they might be discovering someone's bullshit. Like, oh, I know what this is. Like, you know what I mean? Someone's figuring something out. Yep. Someone's not gonna be very happy either, but you know, it is what it is. So anyways, I love you guys so much, and when my new cards come in, which hopefully will be soon, justice is being served. Yes, it is. I can't wait to use new stuff, and I'm going to thank someone in, okay, well, I'm just, whatever. I had a donation that helped me get some new cards, and that was from, I'll name it in the next video, because I'll name the person in the next video, just because I want to show it off when I say thank you, but I'm going to say thank you ahead of time because you know who you are, and I will give you a shout out because you're freaking amazing. And just the thought, you know, you just thinking about me, just, I don't know, it melts my heart when you guys do that, when you're so sweet. Like, it doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, it's like perfect timing. And I was thinking too, because this person wanted to send, you know, to my PayPal or something, they want to send me money to help, and there was an issue there. And they ended up doing like sending me money towards my Amazon account so I could just order a few things. And I'm thinking, I'm like, there's nothing I want. So I was gonna literally spend all that money on my kids and stuff, which is usually what I do anyways. And I was like, my kid's father goes, get something for yourself. I'm like, I don't want anything though. Like, I literally couldn't think of a damn thing that I needed or wanted, and I was like, well, I'll just sit on it, you know? Well, then one night I started looking at tarot cards, and I fell down that rabbit hole, and I filled my cart up, and I had to take a bunch of crap out because I went way over the limit. But I was like, that's okay. I was like, I think I found what I wanted. I want some cards. Just saying. Because I have a lot. And anyone who comes in here would be like, holy shit, you have a lot of fucking cards. You don't need any more. But I get different messages from different images. And I'm drawn to different decks at different times. Because sometimes you'll notice I'll use like the regular Rider-Waite, because I'm drawn to it, on repeat, or, you know, these cards and whatever. And then I'll switch up different ones, or I'll change everything and start fresh. It just depends on the energies I'm reading, because I get different messages. I mean, because, well, these are all Rider-Waite actually, because this is the after tarot, and this is the regular tarot, and then this is a regular. It's just holographic, whatever. It's rainbows. It's all bent and it's been beat up, but you know what? This rainbow's been taken for a ride. It's been beat up, it's been bent, it's been screwed up, but it still works. It's still good. And you might actually reject someone, or someone rejected you. Someone might want to discuss a rejection, like, I'm sorry for rejecting you, or they're worried that you're going to reject them. Either way, I don't know. With that, someone's waiting on something. Some of you could be waiting on information. But yeah, that's why I have 20,000 different decks of cards and stuff. I don't have that many, but I will someday, just saying. Plus the ones I made myself, you know. I don't know why I'm still talking, because this one's way too long. But I will be back, I promise. So yeah, put your thoughts below, you know. Has anything like that ever happened to you? Do you have any confirmations? Do you have anything you want to say to me? I love you. Do you want to tell me you love me? Because I love you too. But anyways, I'll go now. I love you. Peace.